today's video is going to be on this look right here. In my mind, this woman was a queen and she was super evil. She was like killing all the kids in her spare time and, you know, keeping people as slaves. So, you know, the townspeople killed her off, but then she came back and haunted everybody and, you know, she's just the evil queen of the West. I don't know why the West, but she just is. So that's her story. Anyways, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then keep watching. Alright, I'm gonna dirty all my makeup brushes. Okay guys, let's do this. So I'm using the Makeup Forever Flash palette. I mixed the blue and the black together to make kind of a darker blue. Firstly, we're going to focus on the areas that we will be coloring darker. So we're going to do around our eyes, our temples, and kind of outline our contour for our cheekbones. Do not worry about making this perfect. We're just roughly outlining and trying to get the general shape down. Moving along to this Morphe palette, this is the Smoky edition. I'm taking this matte black shade with a tiny detail brush and just outlining the areas that we just outlined and just kind of making the lines a little bit more perfect and making them stand out just a little bit more. Now I'm going to take this blue shade with a big fluffy blending brush and just blend right underneath the line that we just added and just kind of make things look a little bit more gradient, so it goes from dark to light. I'm doing that around my temple area as well. I'm even bringing that blue right up into my hairline. I want it to go right back so you can't see any skin whatsoever. Picking up that shade that we created from the Flash palette, I'm going to be smoothing out the top part of my eye socket and just making the lines a little bit more perfect. I'm not worried about the bottom right now. We're just working on the very top part. Alright guys, we're going back to comfort zone. We're working on some eyeshadow, so I'm priming my eyes with some concealer to make the eyeshadow pop a little bit more. We're going to jump palettes to this Karity Smoke palette, and I'm going to take this vibrant blue shade. I'm going to apply it to the outer part of my eyelid and the inner part. We're leaving the center part bare. No eyeshadow right there just yet. And I'm going to kind of connect the two over the top and make a little C motion right where my crease is. Reaching for this darker blue shade, I'm taking a big fluffy blending brush and just blending that into my crease, just kind of blending out any harsh lines up there and adding a little depth. Moving back to the Morphe palette, I had to use this gorgeous blue shade. I'm going to pop this right underneath my brow bone. Adding this light shade is going to give more dimension to the look and make it not look so flat and just make it more interesting to look at. In that little area that we left bare, I'm just going to pop a little bit of silver, and this will just kind of work as a base because we're going to add some glitter over top of this. Alright, now it's time to sharpen up the bottom of the eye socket and just make sure it's the shape that you like. Heading back to the Karity palette, I am grabbing that vibrant blue shade that we added on our lids, and I'm applying that underneath our eye wherever there is an area that needs some color. Reaching for that light blue shade that we added underneath our brow, I'm going to add that underneath my lower tear duct area, so just in the first portion of our lower eye. Okay, now it is time to add some depth to our eyes. I'm taking this matte black shade and just carving out my crease. I really want there to be a lot of dimension and contrast where my lid is, so this really helps make your eyes pop. We can't forget to fill in the waterline. I'm taking this Makeup Geek eyeliner pencil and just getting my upper and lower waterline. I'm also going to apply some mascara. I will be adding lashes later, but I didn't want to get glitter all over my lashes, so we're going to skip that for now and head back to it later. It is now time to perfect all the mistakes that we made previously. So I'm going to sharpen up our lines by wrapping a makeup wipe around my finger and just kind of retracing the lines and getting rid of any smudges or anything that I want to reshape. From the Flash palette, I mixed white and silver together to make this really cool kind of gray color. I'm just going to fill in the rest of my face and just take my sweet time. I also use a tiny detail brush to really get up close to the lines and make sure everything is completely filled in. To set the white area of my face, I'm using the Ben Nye Super White Face Powder. You can use a translucent powder if you want to, but I really just wanted that extra pop of white. But be sure that you only add this on the white areas. The rest of our face is already set with eyeshadow, so we don't need to set that. Once again, I'm going back in with some of the Flash Palette paint and just crisping up the lines even more. I guess that the most important part of this look is to really make sure your lines are nice and sharp. I think the hardest part of this tutorial was the teeth, just making them look not stupid, like I had a really hard time, but it all turned out well in the end. So basically I just drew a line down the center of my lips to kind of create a grid, and I'm doing little teardrop shapes on the upper and lower part of my lip, and it all worked out well. It just takes time, so I used a light eyeshadow at first, and then I went back in and darkened it up with an eyeliner pencil. So just take your time during this, and you know, do whatever teeth works for you and your look. Once my teeth were all drawn in, I went back and used some Heavy Metal Urban Decay glitter liner in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and I filled each tooth in separately. I then, after that, went back through and darkened them up with an eyeliner pencil again. So it was kind of a long process for the teeth, but like I said, I'm happy with the way they turned out. It was just a little bit of a process to get there. I'm gonna hit up my cheekbone again just to make it even more gradient. I'm taking that blue shade with a fluffy blending brush again and just buffing that underneath the black line and really trying to make that gradient effect. Time for my favorite part, to add some glitter. So I'm taking the It Cosmetic Liquid Sparkle Bonder and I'm applying that right where the silver part is on our lid. Using my finger, I just dipped it right into the glitter and popped it right where that bonder is, and it just stuck, and I think it makes the look just more interesting to look at, more visually stimulating, because I love glitter. I'm going to apply some glitter right underneath my lower tear duct as well with the Urban Decay Heavy Metal liner, once again in Midnight Cowboy. For the nose, you can make it any shape that you want to. I was kind of going for a teardrop shape with some funky little lines coming up from it. To add a glam aspect of this skull, I'm adding some gems. These already had sticky backs on them, so I'm literally just taking them out of the package and sticking them right on my face. I got so caught up in the gem madness that I almost forgot to shade in my forehead, so I went back with the big fluffy blending brush in a matte blue shade and just lightly shaded the outlines of my forehead, and I did add a furrow in my brow as well, so I added 2 half C shapes to each eyebrow. That part of the footage must have cut out, I don't know where it is, but just add 2 little flicks and you're good to go. Okay, back to the gems. So I really just wanted to focus these in on where I would naturally put my highlight on a day-to-day basis, wherever the light will catch, so I'm applying these on the upper part of my cheekbone. And I'm also doing the lazy girl method by adding little dots of glitter eyeliner in throughout the gems, and that makes it look like you have more gems, but it's just easier to apply and it takes way less time. So I'm just adding little flecks of glitter as well as the gems. So I was gonna just leave it at that, but I just thought something was missing, so I decided to add a bunch of little tiny gems to my cheeks and right above my eyebrow. So I'm taking the It Cosmetic Glitter Bonder again and just applying it with my finger where I want to add little tiny diamonds. And I'm just taking my finger and making the diamond stick to it and just sticking it wherever I want to on my cheeks. Decided to take a break to put my lashes on because I forgot that I put glue on them and I didn't want the glue to dry. I'm also applying the little tiny gems right above my eyebrow, right to where the furrow is. For my neck, I decided to take the easy route and just paint a black and blue mixture from the Flash palette. Then I highlighted my collarbones. I also highlighted my clavicle, which my boyfriend was actually standing there telling me where my clavicle was. So thanks, Miles. I then outlined the highlight with black just to make it pop a little bit more. And there you have it. The look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, then please subscribe to it. Also hit that little bell button and that will notify you every time that I upload a video, so that way you don't miss a video. I have 2 other tutorials that I really want to try and get up before the Halloween season is over, so wish me luck. I'm going to try and punch it out and do that for you guys. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.